Hey guys, what's going on? FYMapon here, and welcome back to Go Create, the Goblin Baker stream. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we went about making the gold, sugarcane, and bamboo farm, and we managed to get that established. And for this stream, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to do some organization in that regard, trying to get the items in their respective locations before we start focusing on making some newfangled power to help our system run. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. As you can probably guess, the sound is not on just yet, so give me a moment. I'm going to be putting on some music, and I will be explaining what's going to be happening today. Or at least in some degree, I should say. Alright, there we go. Music has been turned on, and now guys should be hearing it soon. So yeah. There we go. Alright, so in regards to the situation at hand, here's what's going to be happening for today. I am a little late, I apologize for that, for those of you who are waiting for my stream. But yeah, I just had to do some stuff. I will be doing stuff in 2 hours, so I will have to make this into a two-part stream. So there is that. But I should be able to come back in like an hour or two, and things should work out for us. So there's no big worry there. Alright. So let's start by addressing the situation at hand. So first and foremost, we've got ourselves the farm. It's been going quite well. I'd say it's doing quite well anyways. It's a bit of a long one, but hey. As long as it works, that's the most important thing that we need to worry about, right? Yeah, it's a bit tight there, but it's fine. It's fine. Now, what do I mean by a power generator? Well, let me go into the NEI and search the items, because I do believe it can show us what we're looking for. Now, if we go to the second page, I believe I showed this before. There is two things that catch attention. There is the electric motor and the alternator. The electric motor allows you to... Well, let me show you. Electric motors are compact and configurable sources that use power to turn gears, right? So, as long as you use an FE source, you can basically turn a motor as a result. However, if you use an alternator here, you can turn RPM into power. So the more RPMs that you generate, the better, essentially. And it will allow us to provide a power source to work off of. Mind you, it's going to need a massive recipe to make it happen, but it is possible. Now, it does require a lot. We're going to need to make a new item called copper spool, but everything else is completely possible to make. So copper spool requires copper wire and an empty spool, which is easy enough to make, which is iron nuggets and iron sheets. So it's not like these things aren't impossible to handle. It's just tedious. Alright, a connector. Connects 4 generally compatible blocks with wires to transfer FE. Okay, so it seems like we also got, like, wire grids as well. There's also an accumulator, which accumulates electric charge. The output provides FE to wires connected to connector, marked with an upward arrow. Inputs accept FE from wires connected to the connector, marked with a downwards arrow. Yeah, so there's a bunch of things that we can do to make this quite easy to connect with. But the most important bit is obviously the alternator and the electric motor. We're not trying to do anything too special here, we just need to make sure things are going to work. So, our first goal is going to be, well, after we deal with sorting, is we're going to be making a few of those machines. Now, naturally, this is going to require some effort, but we're not in the rush to do it just right at this moment. For now, what we want is we want to start sorting out the crop-based items that we got. So, let's see. How's, our storage should be doing a lot in that regard, but we'll see. Okay, first and foremost, let's start with the stock blocks. We'll get one of these. We'll put everything here away for now, excluding anything that is related to machinery, I should say. Okay, we're going to need a block of bamboo and a block of sugarcane. And we're going to need 3 types of filters, I believe. 3 external storages should do the trick. There we go. We're also going to need one for eggs, so I guess I might as well just do 5 here while I can. We'll quickly get some shut-eye before we go. We'll go from there. Okay, from here we need to put in a whitelist. We're going to put bamboo here. We're going to whitelist this with Cynthian stock blocks. Then the last one is going to be dedicated towards sugarcane. And we're going to take out the egg here. So that way we can put... Yeah, there we go. Toss that so we don't have it anymore. Alright. Now, if we just take out the items, we should be good. Actually, do we have sugarcane set up here? We already actually do have sugarcane set up, so we don't actually need to set it up again. So give me a moment while we get rid of that. There we go. That gives me back my external storage there. Alright. Mind you, I'm going to have to get a filter on these, of course, but that shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Do we have enough for filters, though? We got enough for the upgrade templates, but we're going to need obsidian if we want to hope for any filters. Do we have any void filters, though? That might change things. Hold on. I actually don't have enough obsidian for the filters. Hold on. Oh, nuts. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we don't got anything in here, nothing in here. Do we have anything in the ME? Okay, we got one that's dedicated to void. So if we take that out and carefully just put the void upgrade here. Okay. We're going to have to take out the bamboo. And we're going to start putting that in there. Okay, let's take out all the bamboo. Okay. Take it all out. The more the merrier. 430, 300. Okay. There we go. Now we can put it all away. Alright, cool. We'll put the machinery away after we turn this off. Okay, we put in the shafts, we put in the redstone links, gantries, the powered stuff. There we go. That should do it for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to head down into the... Yeah, we're going to head down. We're going to go to the very bottom of this shaft, the mine shaft that is. And we're going to try and get what we're looking for, ultimately. Yeah, so we need obsidian, mainly. Let's see, we've got... Oh! Hello, hello, creeper. Okay, let's see. Well, I mean, we've got plenty of room to work with in regards to, well, everything here. But we do need obsidian, so we're going to have to do some mining here. We'll use our buckets powers here. We'll grab that real quick. And the easiest way for us to go forward is literally just go over here and get the obsidian ourselves. And the easiest way to do that is, well, quite literally just cut into the obsidian that is being pooled. And in order for that to happen, we just gotta cut through here. Just start with this and we'll make our way down. Alright. Okay, there's one here. Alright, that's 4. Kind of wish there was a faster way to do this, but in order for that to happen, we'd need to make some harvesting ways for obsidian to begin with. So that is not an option just yet. Soon, perhaps, soon. But not right now. Oh, great. Okay. Break this. Okay, there we go. Eat another veggie burger to get back topped up to health. Break that. Break this. Okay, now we break this. And we just go along here. My hope is that we get enough that we're looking for. Go here. Here. There we go. Grab this. And we move along. And we should be good to go. There we go. All the way across. And this should cover most of what we need. If we really want to be rough around the edges when it comes to gathering, that is. So we could go with 33, but let's just go with a full 64, because that way we can have 8 more void upgrades, I suppose. Why not, right? I mean, we're going to be using the void upgrades a lot anyways, so... let's at least get up to 40, I suppose. There we go. Now we go back with our void upgrade, or with our void upgrades in tow. We're going to go up. There we go. Hop over here. Take the upgrade templates here. There we go. That is 5 void upgrades. And all we gotta do now is literally just do this. And we put a void upgrade there. Now we take out the Cynthian stalks. And we just gotta dump all of them. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now we just put the lot away. Okay, there we go. And that will be a full stack of Cynthian blocks, which is going to reach its maximum output, I would imagine. So that isn't too bad of a problem to deal with. Alright, but we'll leave that alone. That is going to just generate mass amounts of Cynthian blocks. We've got mass amount of sugarcane now, so that's perfectly fine by me. I think what we want to do is we're going to probably move these over up here, but I haven't decided yet. We'll have to figure something out for that. Maybe do some reorganization in future, but I'm in no rush to handle these sorts of things. What else can I do? I guess I could put, like, irons and all that stuff over here, maybe. But I haven't really decided yet. I am going to need to put the gold nuggets somewhere, though. So that is going to be something for the future. Regardless, that is not a concern as of right now. We just wanted to get the crops filtered in some semblance. Now we need to start moving the eggs over, which is probably going to be over here, honestly. It'll make things a lot easier for dealing with the eggs, and we won't overflow. Because eggs overflowing is going to be a horrible thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to move as high as we possibly can here. So that way we can get our filter back. There we go. Now, we want to deal with you, so we're going to go here, put that there. We're going to put whitelist on it. Okay. Okay, we already got a ton of eggs. Or rather, we already got a ton of eggs, I should say. We're going to make this a white list of eggs here. And we're going to take all the eggs out. Going to toss all of them out. Because they need to be filtered in, naturally. Because the more we filter in, the better. Okay, let's shift up there. Oh, no, wait. We can just put it back into the system. What am I doing? There we go. If we prioritize it, it's just going to go there. So, there we go. Now, with that out of the way, we now have an infinite supply of eggs going in there. We, of course, need to set up the system with a void upgrade here. Okay. Yeah, it can only accept 512, apparently. Let's hope that is the case. But you never know, right? Yeah, take that and put it in here. Yeah, it goes up to 512. Not sure why it's having more eggs there, but yeah, it's fine. As long as we get it in there in the first place, that's all it really that's all it really matters, isn't it? Okay. But other than that, we've got our storage set up for the most part. It didn't take too long if we had... Well, I guess we do have the excess storage buses, so there is that. How is filtering anyways? Let's see how things are going here. We certainly got a lot of storage on hand, so we got a bunch of chocolate and all that jazz. I do believe we are going to need to filter out chocolate and another thing, I think. I do believe we are filtering into shortbread, I think, is the big thing here. So we will need to prepare shortbread as one of the confectionaries that is going to be listed here. So give me a second. Let's see. Okay, we can run past this if we want. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so first and foremost, wheat flour seems to be going in at an abundance. We've got dough, but really it's the shortbread that's the more important thing here, it seems. So as long as the shortbread's being listed, we should be fine. Let's see. I guess what we can do here is we can set up the recipes here. The only important thing we need to do is chocolate and shortbread, though, I think. So, all we really need to do is get some cabling and link it up, I suppose. Take out a torch. I mean, it's not like mobs are going to be spawning on the fencing, is it? Okay. Get some cable here. There we go. Alright, there we go. We might as well just send some cable all around, because we are going to need it all around anyways. So let's just start hammering that out before things go awry. We will set up a light here, take that out. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. Clear these up. And off we go. Take that, there we go. Light that up. And we're almost there. Are you serious? No range? Okay, that's weird. Wait. Why do we have over 4,000 cabbage? Do I have an extension here? That would explain it. Okay, we do have an extension on cabbage. Okay, never mind. I was concerned over nothing. Okay, well that's a good thing. It seems that we got an extension there. Okay, so that's good. Alright, in that case, let's check here. Alright, so for some reason there's an extension of wheat, and that isn't what we want. We want chocolate, I think? Okay, so from this, we need to put dough and shortbread as the specific items here. And we're going to organize that justly. So we're going to start with this, which is going to be the... Shortbread is the bottom. We're going to make this a whitelist. Not priority. But it will allow us to put the... Seriously? There we go. That'll allow us to put that there. We want the middle one to be butter, I guess. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to break this drawer here, I think. Yeah, we're going to take this drawer and use a diamond axe to get it open. There we go. Place that there. Take this. Take the external storage here. We put it on whitelist for chocolates. And I guess we put a void upgrade here on top and one on the bottom here. And I guess we do cable. There we go. And we'll put everything away. Alright, chocolate has been put. We're going to put it all the way in there. Now we need shortbread. Okay, shortbread has been made. We put it all in there. There we go. That's a done deal. And now, anytime we get an excessive overflow of these two items, we just sort of put them away. Mind you, this does not solve the problem with the flour or dough. But that is going to be a process we're going to have to make more of before we're ready. And that just requires a lot more power for sorting and all that jazz, so it goes hand in hand with everything, basically. Which is kind of the primary thing that we need to do here. Alright, but first and foremost, we need to make some crafting terminals. Or, not crafting terminals, but we need to make some basic crafters. Alright, to make mechanical crafters, as you already know, we need to make brass casing, we need cogwheels, and we're going to need electron tubes and crafting tables. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's still something we lack a lot of, because we need polished rose quartz, which is a tedious thing to gather. To a certain extent, I should say. However, that doesn't mean we're out of luck just yet. We just need a bunch of redstone dust. And if you have already seen one of my VODs, you should know that there is going to be redstone in this puppy right here. If I do recall correctly. Yep. We just have to go around and gather it, which is tedious to a degree, but it should be in here in abundance. We just need to find it. That's all it comes down to. Okay, we need to go here. Alright, that's one. Okay, we got two in here. Nice. Let's see, what about here? We got one in here, we got one in here, nice. Nothing in there. We got one here. Okay. Bunch of stuff in here, but nothing redstone-wise. Okay, we got some redstone here, nice. Ah, here we go. Okay. Ah, here we go. Even more. More to go through. Ah, there we go. Oh, hold on. Cobblestone. We want redstone. Okay, let's take out the spider eye. There we are. Nice. Oh, whoops. That's not what we wanted. No, we wanted to go over here on this side and see if there's any extra. Yeah, there we go. Before we go any further, let's put this water away. Take the buckets, put them away. We'll take that redstone. Here's another stack to add to the list. And is there any more? Yes, there is. Let's actually take that in place of... Well, hold on. Put the cable away. Oh, we even got even more. Nice. We'll take that. And we'll leave it at that for now, because we can just put it all in the system anyways. Alright, 1.6k redstone. That's pretty pog. But we're still going to need more. Okay, we're going to start collecting the bunches here. Alright, nice. That is a piglin. Interesting. And that's as much redstone as we're getting. At least for now. We do have more if we ever do need to fish it out. We just won't get in bulk like we have been here. Okay, we're going to start with the redstone dust here. And now we do the quartz. And there we go. We got 2 stacks of quartz. We're going to use the diamond grit sandpaper. And we could do a deployer here alongside a plate. And we could just toss all the rose quartz in, couldn't we? In fact, that's what I'm probably going to do. So here's what we can do if we want to use the rose quartz and we want to turn it into something. If we use the deployer and toss in rose quartz, we can easily get polished stone if we do this. I'm not sure whether this will be automated in a sense, but we can still do it. I wanted to go down, but that's fine. We'll get some rest real quick before we go. I'm not sure if this machine will work as intended, but we can try. At the very least, I can try and get a stack out of it, so why not? Let's experiment. I'm curious. Okay, we take that out, and what we can do is we take the deployer, put it down. Now, if I get the symbol here, okay. There we go. Now, if I take a... What is it? I've got it here. We take the... Not the weighted ejector. We want a depot here. Alright, place the depot. We take the diamond grit sandpaper. And give that there. We take the rose quartz. Let's toss a stack there. There we go. Okay, so it can work. Okay. In fact, it works rather well. Nice. Alright, well, while that's converting rose quartz over into polished rose quartz, we can start with the construction of the polished rose quartz, I do believe. Alright, let's pass the rest down there. Now, crafters. Okay, so crafters are going to require cogwheels, brass casing, and crafting tables. We'll start with the electron tubes, I suppose. Okay, we got a stack of 64. Okay, we're gonna need all these. There we go. That's 18. Nice. Now, if we take the brass casing, which is easily in here, and we need cogwheels, so we need half of what we're doing here. We'll take the cogwheels here. Now, what else? We need crafting tables. Apologies if I'm being silent, I just needed to craft those. Alright, let's take those polished rose quartz. We will toss the rest there for crafting purposes. Alright, that's 64 stacks of plank. Alright. Let's do 6 for now. I think 18 will be enough for what we're trying to do, but it never hurts to be careful here. Now, let's see. If I recall correctly, well, let's actually check the recipe, because it actually dictates 2 different recipes that we're going to need. So we're going to have to see if this is going to be enough or not. So this is going to be a very hit or miss, I believe, on recipe design. And it will concern me a lot if I don't have this correct, but we'll see, we'll see. Well, we're also going to need advanced components, so I suppose that's also something. At that point, do I even want to go that way? I could just go focus on this way, couldn't I? Nah, let's just do this semi-automatic, in a sense, first, before we focus on the automatic. Alright. So we want an alternator specifically to start with, so we're going to need a 5x4 with 1 on top, so it's going to use up the entire room here, but it needs to be done. Five, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're out actually. Okay, so we need more. We'll do 2 more, I think. And there we go. With that, we now have the mechanical crafters. Okay. It's a 4, 4. And 1 more for the top, which actually is placed wrong. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna focus down. And I guess we focus right here, so that way it's actually going into a barrel. Now, let's actually go... Yeah, let's go right. Okay, so we want it to go right. Like so. Okay. So we want that to go there. And this will go... Okay. Yeah, so we need it to go here to here. This goes either to here or here. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Because this design's a bit complex. Okay, so let's see. Well, we could just focus it to the center, couldn't we? Yeah, we could just focus it going upwards, but that doesn't seem right. Okay. Alright, so all of it's going down and to the right, for now. But that doesn't mean it has to be that way. So let's see. Well, as it stands, this is the simplest way it's going to get to going in a certain direction that we want it. But it doesn't have to be that way. Yeah, so let's see. That's simplified, that's simplified. The most I can do is, like, diagonalize it. So, like, this to this to this. And then do the same thing here. This to this. So that'll go... So this will be a one chain. This will be 2, 3, 4. This will be... No, wait, so 2, 3, 4, right? This will be 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be 4, 5, 6, 7 for both ends here. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so no matter what, it's going to be an 8-step process. So it's going to be a process in of itself to get things done. So wait, hold on. It'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So no matter what, this is going to be the most lengthy. So if I really wanted to automate it, the best way would honestly just be go down. And just instead rotate this so it actually goes down. And everything just coalesces on a single point. There we go. We'll have that coalesce at a single point there, and yeah, we'll make that the key component here. Oh, whoops. Oh, right, if we connect the sides together, that actually makes it connect. Okay, so we want these 4 to connect, I do believe. They are going to be the bricks there. We want these to connect. Now I think about it, yeah, no, if we connect it properly, then we should be fine. Okay, in fact, we could actually rotate it to go right. Okay, we're gonna take out these real quick. And let's see. Connect these puppies together. Like so. Get another one here. Can it not connect? Oh, that's a shame. Alright, I thought that could connect. Okay, I guess not. Ah, well. It's not that big a deal if it don't connect. The point is that it has, so... Actually, hold on. If I take that... Okay, that's disconnected. That's connected. Okay. Alright, so I can only connect it one direction, which kind of sucks, but whatever. It's no big deal of mine. Okay, so with that then, all we need to do is... Yeah, we need one copper spool going down. Yeah, so it's all 5 different materials. Okay, so... if we connect them all across... there we go. That'll connect. These will connect down, I do believe. And there we go. That should do it. Alright, now we just need to make the pieces, I do believe. So we should only need one alternator, because I do believe as long as we have a high output, we should be fine. Yeah. It generates FE from rotational force. Okay. Does it actually send the FE anywhere in particular? Otherwise, we're going to have to find a way to send the FE out. Because if we don't have an FE, or a means to transport the FE, then we're kind of out of luck there, I think. Oh, it seems like we got goggled helmets and all that jazz, so that's nice. Nothing that we can use it for just yet, but it's still worth noting. Alright, but yeah, no, we're going to need copper spools, we're going to need advanced circuits, which we should be able to make quite easily now. But yeah, we're going to make a lot of stuff out of this, I would imagine, so take that. Put some of this stuff away. There we go. Put that away, that away. That goes away for now. There we go. Now, let's make the plates. It's gonna require 8 iron sheets, which is going to require an additional 2 for the spools. So I guess we'll make a bunch of spools. Why not? Let's take 32 iron nuggets, or iron ingots rather, and start compressing them down. From there, we're going to make an iron rod, which is going to require an ingot in the roller here. We'll use 16 for that purpose. And we'll just toss them all in. There we go. We'll let that go. And what next? We're going to need a capacitor, which is already going to get... we're going to need zinc and copper, so we'll quickly get rid of those. Alright, we got 16 zinc, we got 16 copper. We'll wait for those to roll up before we continue. Let's see. We're going to need advanced circuits, but otherwise we can easily get the iron rod. We're going to need copper spools, which is going to require copper wire, which is going to require additional copper plates. So we'll get a half stack there. Gather that. So now we've got the iron. Now we're going to toss the 32 copper in there for... oh. Quickly gather that before it, you know, makes a spectacle of me. Put that there. Right, we need plates. Here we go. Take that. We are going to get the zinc first. Alright, we're gonna put the copper away. Should only need one iron rod for this. Yep, we need one iron rod. We need one shaft. So let's start by placing the iron rod away. Place that there. One shaft here. We'll place that there. We take the iron sheets, place them on the outer ends here. There we go. Now we need the spool, which is going to go. We need the capacitor, which shouldn't be too hard to gather. Gather that. Now we just need the lot here. We're going to get 2 more copper. Take the 2 copper here. Toss the lot in. There we go. Now, if I am right, we can easily make a capacitor. There we go. Easy enough. Capacitor goes below the iron rod. Now, what else? Let's see. We need an advanced circuits. And then, of course, the copper stool, which... or spool, rather. So, we'll make empty spool for now. And then what we'll do is we'll take the copper sheets. We'll take all this for a sec, so we can throw this in. There we go. Now we toss in the copper sheets so we can get some copper wire going. Because we're going to need 7 of that, for sure. And now the advanced circuit, which is going to require a lot. So we're going to start with the basic ones, which requires redstone, lapis sheets. Quite easy enough. Okay, we got the lapis sheets. Put some rose quartz away. Okay, we're gonna get some gold nuggets here. There we go. We will convert it there. There we go. And we just need 2 to make the advanced circuits. Yeah, as I figured. Yeah, gold nuggets are used in the creation of making butter, so of course it would, you know, go down quickly like that. Okay, we got 28 copper wire, that is. So now if we make spools, I believe. Okay, we got 7 spools. Perfect. Take those plates. And all we got to do is place the spools on the sides here. We are still lacking 2, so we're going to need to... toss all those in. We'll put the rest of the plates away for now. We'll put the electron tubes away as well. Now, if I am correct, what we need is, yep, the advanced circuits. Which we've already got 2, so perfect. Place those circuits there. Now, we need a capacitor, 3 gold wire, nether quartz, and electron tubes. Okay, 2 quartz. Alright, so we got the electron tubes, we got the quartz, there's a connection there on the bottom. which is gold wire. Gold wire is gold plates. Okay, we'll take that. There we go. Now if we take this, there we go. We'll compress 4 of those, and we'll make them into wire while we're at it. Take all the copper wire out. Take this. There we go. Now that is going to make wire. We just need 2 copper spools. 1 to go there, 1 to go here. And now we just need the last advanced component, which is quite easy to do. We just need to go wire here. We need the nether quartz on the side. We need the electron tubes on the top. And now we need a capacitor. Simple enough. We place the capacitor there. Now it will just forge on its own. We got the advanced circuits. Now we just connect this there, and it should drop for us. So, all we gotta do now is literally just break into the side here and connect it. Mind you, I'm fine with it taking a while, so it's not like it's a big deal or anything. If we do this, break this there we go. We're gonna do a large wheel there. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. My mistake. Okay, we were going to put the wheel there. There we go. Alright. Now, all we gotta do is just get the big and small cog wheels going. And we should be good to go. Alright, small cog wheel there. Well, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, take that. What was it? We need a big cogwheel here. Where's the big cogwheel? I'm not sure where it is. Oh, we got 2. Okay, so we don't have much in the way of cogs right now, so gotta be careful anyways. Oh. Okay, might be harder than anticipated to get this connected. But then again, it is a big machine, so makes sense. Okay, let's get the axe. Got this open, there we go. You know what, let's just do it. Yeah, can we do double cog? Nah, let's not. Let's just do a small cog here. And let's get the rotation going. And we'll just get some shafts here. Why not? Let's make it simple. Although that does make it a lot harder here. We're going to temporarily overstress that, which actually doesn't help us. Well, that's not good. Okay, so this in general is actually quite a hefty system, so hold on. Yeah, let's take that off for now, so that way we can at least craft the machine. Because, oh god, this abomination. Alright. There we go. That's what we wanted. We're gonna cut this system here. And we'll get the cog back into place. Big cog, I believe. Yep, there we go. Right. So, in regards to this, we're going to actually do a small cog to big cog to... Well, no, let's do a small cog to... Yeah, let's do a shaft here. Then we'll do a small cog to a big cog to a small cog. It's a slow runner, but at that point, we don't have to worry too much about it overloading the system. So this is more so a means to just prevent it from over-pressurizing the system. This is... yeah, these components need to be made fast. I'm not too concerned about this being made fast. But now we need to figure out how much power this alternator can handle. But that's just going to have to be something we discover on our own, isn't it? Because now we have to make ourselves a generator room. Which is going to be a chore and a half. Alright, well, starting off, let's figure out where we want to build this thing. There is 2 places I can think of, but if we're going to go for something massive, I think it's either best we build here, or we build on the other side of the refinery. So that really depends on us, doesn't it? As for where we're going to be building, the refinery would be best done here. Well, not the refinery, but the battery might be done best here, maybe? It is a bit of an expensive build, regardless of where we go about it, but it's going to be used to power lots, so having it be big, bulky, and something that we can expand upon is going to be required. As it stands right now, the biggest way we can expand this thing is if we go this way. Or length, I would say. Yeah, because at that point we're going into the hills here, whereas the other side goes into the ocean, which... yeah, there's a lot of cliff face if we go that direction, put simply. Mind you, we can still build down. There is nothing stopping us from doing that. But I don't think that's the wisest decision. Although this place does look like it would fit a battery, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's build here. I have a feeling this is just a good spot for it. We don't have to go too overly big after all. We just need to have it provide enough rotational force for the alternator to provide a ton of power. And besides, it's not like one is just needed. We just need a lot. Well, we just need a lot of power, I should say, going to it. So, speed is key for us, essentially, to provide enough power for us. But I digress. We're going to get a lot of power, so that's good. Now we just need to figure out the power source, which is going to be quite the chore. Now, if, for those of you familiar with my system, charcoal is always going to be an abundant resource, so I'm not overly worried that it's going to be a concern here. I do believe if we go down through here into the system, it will show us good results, as far as I'm concerned, regarding the charcoal. But we'll have to see. Hold on. Take that down. There we go. Go through here. We go down here. We can get to the charcoal bin here, which is already being filled constantly. Now, if I recall correctly, this bin here, full of coal, or charcoal. And this one's going to be perpetually filling on its own, so the blaze burner is never going to turn off. I know that for a fact. So we are in a perpetual state of charcoal usage, so that's good on us. And we're only going to get more charcoal as we go along. I wouldn't say we have an infinite supply of it, but we have enough that we can warrant utilizing it elsewhere, if need be. As for where we're going to place it, yeah, we've already decided on that. Now we just need to decide on what design we're going to go for. I don't know. I could theoretically go with a wood design, but I feel like if I'm going to go that way, I'm better off making like an accent to it. So I should probably make something with, like, brick or something. Either that or just, like, a dark-colored wood or anything, really. We'll see, we'll see. Let's see what we got. Okay, we definitely got dark oak. We've got planks of all sorts. We got limestone. We've got andesite. I don't want to use andesite in the build if I can, because andesite's a useful block that we need. There should be a ton of stuff in here, actually, that we could potentially use. Let's see, we've got deep soils, we got cobblestone in abundance. Tons of diorites. We've got, yeah, a bunch of deep soil. Soapstone. What can soapstone be used for? If we use it in crafting... Yeah, if we use a... Okay, so soapstone, what does it make? We can make white runes, kitchen corners, pretty self-explanatory stuff. Okay, can soapstone be used in other means of crafting? It's basically a stone from what I'm getting at here. Okay. We've got stone cutting, which pretty self-explanatory. We can use soapstone if superheated into lava, which we don't really need to do that. Enchanting is eh. Okay, we can turn it into andesite if we use molten quartz. Tempting, but not required. We can use clay to turn it into seared cobblestone or seared stone. But otherwise, it's not really going to be used for anything. Okay, so I guess we could use seared stone. Yeah, let's use soapstone. We haven't used much of it in a build, so why not? Soapstone will be our crafting tool for today. Okay. We'll just grab everything related to soap. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go quiet here, so give me a minute. Alright, we're going well so far. Okay, so far we're doing well. Okay, cool. Alright, we've got enough stacks. We don't need to go too overboard here. That's for sure. Alright. We put those away here. We are going to need to stack it up a little bit, I think. But otherwise, we should be fine. Alright, we turn off the filter, put in the upgrades here. We'll keep the wrench on us, but we'll toss the super glue away. I think we can use this as a chance to get more soapstone, so that is an option for us. But I'm going to use dark oak, I think, at this point. Alright, with that, we now have a ton of dark oak. We have a ton of soapstone. We're going to put the wrench away for now. And we're going to use the last two slots to essentially add in accents if we ever need it. But honestly, we just need to decide what sort of block we're going to go with. Okay, we got tiles, we got polished slabs. Soapstone cannot be cooked. So that just leaves us a deciding factor of what we go with at this point. Okay, we've got a choice between bricks. I think we go with polished soapstone here. It's the smoothest we're going to get. We could do pillars, but I think polished is better here. That'll give us options to go with polished slabs and whatnot, so that'll be nice. So yeah, we're gonna go polished, I think. I like the idea of going polished here. Okay. And just give me a moment to handle this, and we should be good. There we go. And we are done. Alright, we got polished soapstone, which honestly looks a little like basalt in looks, so that's nice. It just means that this build is going to be a little darker than what we usually do, but hey. I'd say it's a different color palette that we can use, so that's nice. Okay, so we used 1, 2, 3. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we build here, I guess. And it doesn't specify how far we need to go out, but preferably I'd like to keep to the same size if we can. So it's going to be a bit more of a square in regards to design, I do believe here. But otherwise, it should work. So, let's see. We're going to go... Well, actually, no. Let's go this direction. So that way we got a rough idea on what we want. Okay, so if we go 21, this would be pretty good as a base, or a base design. So let's see. Alright, so this would be 21 here, so if we analyze the two destinations, we are going to be going down a bit. But it should... Yeah, it goes down here, so... Okay. Goes down to here. Alright, well with that, then it should be good to go. I mean, it's not like the battery is going to be, causing us too much trouble, is it? And to be fair, we could just make this like a little cliffside thing, couldn't we? Of course, this does mean that we've got this little tidbit here to worry about, but honestly, it's not that big a deal. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a... I think we're gonna need a border here, or at least somewhat. Gonna make a nice little large, well, a nice large border, I should say, out of dark oak logs. Gonna build it all the way across. There we go. Cut these out. There we go. Now, if we just casually build across here. Oh, whoops. Take this. And, alright, we aim for closing this off here. Done and done. We'll do the same here. And as, of course, we line it up accordingly, we should be fine. We're also going to need to decide on flooring, but honestly, I don't think that's going to matter too much because this building is going to be purely dedicated to providing power, so I guess we'll see how things play out. I'm not too opposed to altering the design as need be, but we're definitely going to be using this entire building to generate power, not so much utilize it in any other way. As for how we're going to be generating power, you guys will be understanding that quite quickly on how we're going to be doing that. We'll have to see how things fare out, but all of them are going to be used to generate some modicum of power, and it's going to be pretty crazy, I would imagine. Alright, from here, what we gotta do is we gotta go here. There we go. Just extend it across. There we go. Now, we are left with a nice little divide that will help us organize things. Okay. Now, I do believe with this design, we should be able to make it in the middle quite easily, so okay, so it's a 19 here, so yeah, this is a 19 by 19 area, basically. So we need to go over to 10, which is the middle, I think. Okay, so this is apparently the middle. That looks to be the middle, I think, unless I'm mistaken. Yep, that's 10. Okay. So this is the middle. We want to open it up here by doing a 3x3 opening here, like we usually do. Alright, we go up. And we close it off like so. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to take the polished soapstone here. We'll make it a 3x3 here. And we're just going to start building up with this. Just get all this soapstone built up, essentially. We'll move the dark oak here. And we'll have the axe over on the 5th slot for now. But now, all we gotta do is just get all this down. We should be good to go. Okay. All this goes here. There we go. And I guess I could build it up 19 as well if I really wanted to, but honestly, I might actually double that with this design that I've got in mind. Either that, or I go down 19, but I don't think I need to go that far. But yeah, no, this is going to be a very tall build, I think. So it's going to be a very, very tower-esque design that we've got going for us. But it should all ultimately come to one conclusion of power. And it's going to have a lot of potential energy, I would say. At least that's my thoughts on what's going to happen here. Okay, let's see. We keep building up, I guess. Yeah, we just close that off. There we go. We're going to be using a lot of soapstone in this build. So we're just going to be relying heavily on this build design here. And we're going to try and go for, at least for now, we're going to try for a 19 by 19 cube, essentially. Okay. We are, of course, going to need to set up a flooring, which I think we're actually going to use, I guess we use the common marbling floor that we use, diorite, I believe it is called. Yeah, we're going to use diorite to, work this off. And at the very tippy top, what I think I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually have the outlet of power be provided. So that's the intended goal here. At least that's the hope for the intended goal regarding this build. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so we are 6 blocks off the ground. And we need to get up to 19, I believe. So 6... So this will be 9. Alright, so that's 9. And off we go. So yeah, this is going to be the 9th row. And we want to build this up to, I want to say 19 soapstone? But I'm not 100% certain. Alright, if we're taking it from the design here, we've got a 21 by 21 block build, I do believe, right? So we want to build this up 21. So starting from that corner, which is already covering 1. Yeah, we just need to use the soapstone 19 rows instead of 21, which is going to be the outer row. So this is 9... And then we use the last row for 21, once we hit 20, with the soapstone. Well, 19 with the soapstone, rather. Then we can wrap the build up. But yeah, no, this is going to provide a lot of... I'm not sure if... I haven't really decided on whether I want to go with charcoal, water power, or both. But I do believe I want one of the two powering this machine, or both. Either way, it's going to provide a lot of rotational power, and I am very concerned at the amount of power it's going to be producing, given I'm going full buck ham on this. But I just like the idea of just going natural energy, and just full-on power scaling at this point. Like, I like the idea of that. Okay, so this will make it... this is 9, so 12 is now it. Okay. And mind you, this is only one quadrant of it, I do believe. So we still got to build the next floor, which I guess we can make this a multi-stage floor thing. So we have, like, a floor here, so we're gonna do, like, battery tier 1 here, which is already excessively big for what we're trying to do. But hey, considering this is going to be powering the entire farm, I'd say that's fair. Okay. Now, this is 12, I do believe. Okay. Once it's all across, we should be good. Yeah, no, this is gonna look nice, I imagine, but we'll see. What it's probably gonna be is a very, very massive coil of just rotational power that's going to scare a lot of people, I would imagine. Especially considering we need to connect the entire thing, so... That's going to be scary. Alright, so from here it's 3, 6, 9, 12, so 15. Okay. Well, we won't have enough soapstone for now, but we can easily get plenty more, I would imagine. Okay, yep, we need more soapstone. Okay. Well, at least we can get back up quite easily, I imagine, so... It's not like it's not like we're lost. Okay. We're gonna need as much soapstone as possible, so... Alright, yeah, no, so give me a second to be quiet about this, and now I can, yeah. Okay, that's 3. Alright, that's a lot. Nice. Okay, we've already gone through the middle chest, I do believe, so now this row comes next. Nice. There we go. That's a full stack of soapstone. Jesus. Okay, before we go over and handle that, we're gonna quickly just convert this. Okay, there we go. We've got a ton of polished soapstone now. We're going to quickly get some rest, and then we will continue on. There you go. But yeah, no, we need to go up. Then we'll quickly get some rest here. And then we'll go down. And then we'll handle the next bit quite easily. But for this, I'm going to have to do this into a two-parter because I do have IRL obligations that I need to get to, but we don't have to worry about those yet, so no need to worry. We're going to do this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Thankfully, I can jump really high, so that's good. That makes my job infinitely easier. I do believe this is a 12 currently. 4, 8, 12. Yep. So 12, so 15. I'm sure you can, Aqueducts. I wish you the best when you jump and do some MA fucking, parkour. Alright. Yeah, no, I'm not... Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no. We're going up to 18, I believe. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I do believe you can do it, Aqueduct. Don't worry. Okay, so 18... And I do believe 19 is the key here. I'm doing quite well. I will, have to dip in like 30 minutes, give or take, because I have some IRL obligations, but I will be coming back in, I want to say, a few hours, give or take, but we'll have to see. Yeah, but that's 18. So I can do a 19 if I really want to here. Or I can double down if I feel like it. Well, either way, I'm going to have to do a double here. And do a quadrant here. Okay, but we're going to need to do that. There we go. I guess we can do the dark oak blocks first. And then it will prevent us from falling. There we go. But yeah, otherwise I'm doing quite well. Okay, so this quadrant will be good. That means we can put some, yeah, we can get a brace of wood set up for this little mechanism, whatever we're doing. Oh, 1 second. It seems like somebody's calling me. It might be... 1 sec. Yep, I had a weird feeling that I had to go. Alright. You have not. No. But, I've got to get going. I will be streaming after I'm done. This'll probably take an hour, give or take. I'm not sure. But when I do return, I will come back in full force. But this will be part 1 of 2 for you, those of you on YouTube. You won't see a difference, but for those of you on Twitch, this will be part 1 of 2. So, yeah, I gotta wrap it up here, and I will be back with you guys shortly. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Let me just put the music back on, and there we go. Now, if I do recall correctly, we last left off just planting the border for the, well, build, I guess. So we're just going to quickly do that before we continue on. So we just need to make the border here. That's all we really need to do. But before we go any further, well, I guess we can build this up way higher, if need be. There is no inherent rush that we got, currently. So I'm just going to continue from part 2 here. Alright, but yeah, we're just going to quickly build this up. No need to sugarcoat what we're doing here. We're going to keep this build relatively simple. And we're just going to keep going. Alright, 3, and off we go. So 3, and yeah, we're just going to keep building. We're going to try and go for the same block size that we listed before here. Although, actually, do I even want to go that route? I could just go 3 blocks up here, and that way I can have some wiring here in the middle. Do I need to go that far, though? I do feel like I will need to go that far. Hello, Aqueduct. You're saying I should go with the border with a 3 block wide dark oak, or should I just stick with the polished soapstone design that I've got currently? With the 1 block, because I am ultimately going to send the signal up upwards, I do believe. Because I will need to send a power up to link to some cables, and eventually link over to the building here, I do believe. Let's stick with the design I've got currently. It is 1 block wide, but whatever. We're only going to send the signal up anyways, so... Oh, whoops. Yeah, we're going to send a signal up anyways, so... There isn't really a need for, like, cabling or anything inside here, to my knowledge. Because it's going to be bunches and bunches of either water wheels or charcoal generators. I'm not sure what specifically. Ah, I see. That's cool. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go with this design for now. I haven't really decided if it's going to be a concrete design, but I think this is ultimately going to be the best. I'm sure it's going to be a perfect country aqueducts. Okay, there we go. That's 3. Okay. Almost there. I guess I could just build it like this, because that will make it faster. No, this is still faster, I think. Yeah. I think this is faster. Okay, that's 3. Now we're going up to 6. And we should be able to get it to the... What was it, 19, I believe it was? Yeah. Yeah, we needed to go to another 19, and then we should be good. You hope something like the French Revolution happens. Ah, I see. Well, hey, if it does happen, I wish you luck. Okay. We are starting to run out of soapstone, but considering it's going to be the biggest part of the build, we should be fine. I mean, we could just... yeah. I think we can do, like... If we do ebony, we could put ebony as a roof here as well. Now that I think about it. That'd be nice. Okay, 6. Okay, we go through like 100 to 200 blocks, I want to say, for each row we go through. Which is a lot, but we should be fine. 6. Okay. Okay, 9. Yeah, it's true. Alright. This will go to 9, which means we've got another... We got a few more to go through. Like, yeah, we got quite a bit. But naturally, once this is done, it's done, so... It's just a process that we have to undercover, basically. Something we should do. We should definitely light up the place. For the future, what I'm thinking is I'm going to probably start introducing glowstone in mass, just to set up lighting. As for what sort of lighting, I'm either thinking of glowstone lamps, or I even go as far as using glowstone lanterns. Because at that point, then we can link some... Yeah, we can link some redstone lamps and just light those puppies up. Either that, or we actually get lanterns which require torches and iron nuggets. And that should be a nice addition. But this should be 9, I think. So 3, 6, 9, yep. Okay, that's 9, so now 12. We might run out of blocks, though. The dirt and snowy peaks are good. Alright. Alright, aqueducts. Well, hey, if they look good, then you can use them in a build, I would imagine. I don't think anybody is gonna stop you from doing so unless it's like IRL. Yeah. Well, I mean, the snowy peaks are literally just... I think in the most recent versions with snowy peaks, they have, like... They have blocks that allow you to phase through the snow, which can be really treacherous. So, I mean, they're really good in a sense, especially if you're trying to do something a bit more secretive. Yeah, powdered snow. It's good in certain circumstances, not so good in others, but they have their uses. I just wouldn't say they'd be good in most cases. Okay, that would make it 12, I think. That's right. 4, 8, 12, yep, so this leaves... So 15. We are going to need more soapstone, though. So let's hope we can find some more on hand. But who knows? Okay. Alright, that's it. That's the last of the soapstone we got currently on hand. And we don't have any on us. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's at most what you're probably going to get from such, you know, builds. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, we are going to need more food. So if I go here, you can get our veggie burgers in abundance now. There we go. Let's quickly go get some rest here. And in the meantime, while I am going to rest, well, after I go to rest, I should say, I can power up my mechanism, or my little remote, and that way I can get my hands on some soapstone if there's any left over. Okay. Do this, there we go. Now, soap. Okay, there's no soapstone in here. That sucks, but hey, we checked. We checked. Now, how are we gonna do the rest of this build without soapstone? Well, we're gonna have to mine it, I guess. The easiest way, obviously, would be to mine it this way, but I don't think that's gonna be something we have the luxury for. Let's see. We should be able to find it if we're lucky, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, no, there's nothing in there. Is there anything perhaps in here? Oh, there's a little bit of soapstone, but... Nope, that's about it. Alright, well, that's the amount of soapstone we got. Is there any in here? There's a stack here. But otherwise, no, it doesn't look... Oh, wait, nope, we got a few more stacks here. We're just penny pinching at this point, hoping we get more. And I think that's it. Okay. Well, it was bound to happen. Wasn't expecting it, but hey. I guess that's the rest of the soapstone. Okay, is there seriously no... There's seriously no more? Okay, let's see. Nope, there is absolutely none left, I think. Alright, well, I guess we can turn the soapstone in and try to finish the build, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We're just going to have to leave the rest blank, I think, so we'll go from there. Well, it's fine. We can build the rest later. It just means I gotta get more soapstone, which is actually quite easy to mine. It's just literally down there, so no harm, no foul. Okay, there we go. Okay, up we go. Done and done. But yeah, no, this is what? This is like... I think it was like 4, 8, 12 last I checked. So 4, 8, 12, 15. Okay. So we're at 15 now. We'll get the wood here. Okay, so 15. Okay. There we are. So, yeah, so from 15 we go to 18, and then we just go one more. Hopefully we have enough blocks, but I highly doubt it with this amount. Okay, so this will bring it all the way around. Then we have to do one more row and then one additional row. Yeah, so we won't have enough soapstone, I do believe. I really do need to set up like some sort of system that connects the stone to go into the system, though. So that way I can start putting cobblestone and all that other jazz in for, you know, storage in general. At the very least, I do need to set up something, you know... I need to set something up, at least. Yeah, no. We do not have enough soapstone, but that's fine. Okay, so this will bring it to 18, I believe. So we just need 19 and 20 there. There we go. Okay, but with that, though... Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18. Right. So one more is 19. Okay. And off we go. So we just need to set this up. Alright. Okay, there we go. We go here, like so. And then we just build the border here for this one as well. Yeah, we can get away with the border, I think. There we go. Just carefully build along. Don't make mistakes if we can. Worst case, we'll just cut it down. Alright, there we go. We can do the same here. There we go. Yep, we just gotta build along here. And there we go. The rest we can do with slabs from... Yeah, we can do slabs from there, I suppose. Okay. Here we are. And done is done. Well, with that, we can now make the roof if we so desire. But we are definitely going to probably put the centerpiece as the charger, which should be right here. Yep, the alternator. So the alternator is going to take the centerpiece of this entire build. We are definitely going to be alternating every single power source we can with gears to make it go as fast as physically possible. And then we're just going to just build downwards, I guess, with the platform accordingly. For this, we are going to get rid of the soap buffer there. We're going to get out some, I guess, diorite slabs we can use. It doesn't really matter, ultimately. But we're definitely going to be using diorite on the bottom, I think. So let's start there. Alright. First, let's get the diorite in place. Oh, whoops. Get that. There we go. Okay. Here we are. Okay, we can do some digging here, but before that, I'd like to get a shovel, so... I do think we have shovels on hand, but I'm not 100% certain. Let's see. Okay, we do not have any shovels in there, but we should be able to make some, or find some in here, I think. Unless I'm mistaken. Let's see, we got a few ironwood shovels. Some are broken, some aren't. We'll just take this ironwood shovel here and do a combination. There we go. Oh, right, we also need diorite. That should probably be our next thing. Gather all that diorite in our inventory. Okay, if we go over here then, we can just turn this into fancy diorite bricks. There we go. Alright, there we go. That will be our building material. We'll take off the diamond axe, put in the fancy diorite. And we'll just quickly bounce over. There we go. And we'll get to shoveling. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright. I am a little worried about the water, but honestly, it could be worse. Alright. There we go. Now, all we gotta do is place up the fancy diorite. This will be the flooring for the machine. Although, then again, I probably am going to be using most of the flooring anyways to just power this machine, whatever it may be. So I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. I'll build the flooring for now, at least. That's the important bit that we need to cover. Okay. Okay, from here we go over. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, nice. We are going to get rained on a little bit, but that's to be expected given our circumstances. Okay. Okay, close that. Close this. Alright. Now we go here. Okay, we're probably not going to be able to finish the diorite. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, we're going to lose out on the diorite blocks, but that's fine. It's a small price to pay. We're being able to do this much, at least. Alright, let's see. Do we have any excess? We've got some diorite, but no actual blocks. I think we can live with this much, at least. And I guess the rotational value we want is... we want it to go upwards more than anything. So after making the diorite platform, we're going to quickly go about getting some more diorite. Well, first, let's get the diorite, I should say. Get some diorite here, some here. Got a ton here, apparently. There's also marble, apparently, which is also a form that is different from diorite, but it is effectively diorite. Shouldn't need that much, we just need this little bit here. Well, that's something. But in all seriousness, we just get the fancy diorite bricks in abundance. Let's actually get those last 24 out, or 25 rather. Turn all this into its preferred form. There we go. Done and done. Alright. Okay, here we go. There we are. And off we go. Done. Alright, that's the flooring done. We don't need any more diorite bricks at the moment, so we'll put those away. What are we gonna build with this form? What haven't we used in the building material department? We've used brick, we've used diorite, we've used granite for flooring. Or at least pathway building. Scoria. Tempting, but no. We could do marble, if we really wanted to. There is also a deep abundance of... whatever this is. Hold on. Yeah, we got Depthrock, I suppose. Hold on. We could do Depthrock. Why not? Let's do Depthrock here. This'll be a weird build, but it'll be an interesting one, to say the least. Why not? Okay, move those there. There we go. Over here. Alright. Okay, we just get those, and we will just start handling this as professionally as possible. Okay, we've got bricks, we've got tiles. I think tiles are overall the best, so we're just going to make Depthrock tiles for the abundance here. And the goal is to make 5 by 5 squares, I do believe. We're probably going to encase the entire area there, if we can. Okay, tiles of tiles of tiles. There we go. That is a bunch of Depthrock tiles. Let's hope this works as I'm hoping it will. There we go. Oh, great, witches. Lovely. Let's light this place up. There we go. Dealt with. Now, because it is a 19 by 19 area, I need to consider the fact that it's going to be a 50 by 15 area, I believe. So let's aim for the center first. So it'd be 10. So this would be here. So we're looking for a 10 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So this is 5s. Okay, so this would be the center block, essentially. So this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So 15 would be here. So it's going to be... this is the corner space. This is another corner space. This is another corner. And the final corner would be over here. Okay. Self-explanatory. Alright, let's build it. So we need it to be here. We need it to be here. Oh, I guess we can reduce the size, actually. Hold on. Hold on. So we got... Okay, so we can reduce the size of this thing a little bit. Because we're not taking into account the unification of bricks. Because we can just make these bricks like one block separation, couldn't we? So if we're thinking about it logically in that sense, if we go by 3 water wheels, specifically... Yeah, so if we go by 3 water wheel synopsis, the water wheel will be here. Then we would have a wall here, going around. And then we would have a water wheel here, and a way going around here. So, it'd be more akin to something like this, I do believe. Yeah, so the design will be a little like that as we're going along. And then we just repeat the process around, don't we? And in fact, we could actually do it for the rest here, couldn't we? Of course, this means we're going to have to close this entire thing off, but... considering we are generating 5 water wheels worth of power every single time, it's not a bad thing, is it? Actually, yeah, no, that's actually really good for us. We can generate about... yeah, we can generate the entire thing into water wheels, couldn't we? Yeah, we're gonna have to take out the torches, though, unfortunately, but we can make this work, I do believe. We will have to close the middle bit off, though, so 1 second. Do 3 here. Yeah, so we can encompass this entire area as like a full-blown water battery. I'm gonna do water wheels, honestly, because I like the idea of doing water wheels, and it sounds like a fun idea. But anything can go. I suppose you could use charcoal, but I'm already using charcoal in a sense, but I'll probably use the charcoal for something else. Or I can use it as like a mobile generator, or maybe even make a new generator regarding charcoal. But we're gonna do a water wheel generator, a big one that is probably gonna power the entirety of the base, but still a generator nonetheless. It's gonna provide as much power as we can, so why not? Okay, there we go. Go here. Okay, from here we go here. Alright. Then we go here. Okay, we go to this. Then we go here. Alright. Okay, to there. Then we go here. And we go along here. Shouldn't be too hard to cleanse this, yep. And we still got a ton, I do believe, just waiting for us, don't we, Depthrock? We got like an insane amount, I do believe. Or at least I think we do. Well, worst case, we can always go to the Undergarden again and get some more, so... it's not like we're lacking in Depthrock options. Besides, it only gives me more reason to drop cobblestone in the barrel now, at that point, and use it for later. Wasn't expecting to use Depthrock for this build, but whatever. I guess that's just how cookie crumbles. Okay, but yes, we're gonna go 5 by 5 here. How are we gonna do the generator type, though? That is another question that I've been meaning to wonder. Let's see. Well, as long as it goes around, it should be fine, I think. But I am worried it's not going to power because it's going downwards, which is a concern. I could just do one water wheel, block it off, then one water wheel, and continue that way. That is an option if I'm going to be going with a upward spiral for a generator here. That is a fundamental flaw, huh? I could do a different build here. There is nothing stopping me from changing my mind here before I am concrete in it. Because ultimately, if I go sideways, it's still going to do the same thing. I just need to actually set up like a an area to actually house where the signal's going. I think I want to change what I'm doing here. Yeah, let's change it. Let's change it before I make irreversible changes, which is going to take a time to actually do. Yeah, let's change it. We're going to change it to sideways. That's going to get us more water wheels for our buck. In a enclosed area. Yes, we could do the up-down strategy, but it's going to be a lot more profitable if I just do it that way. Besides, it'll make it look nicer, I would imagine. Especially if we make a central location for where the cable just goes up. Now that would be interesting. Okay. Gonna send this up here. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, but well, I already built this, so it's fine. Much faster to destroy something than, well, I guess it's faster to place, but, it's also equally as fast to destroy if you have the right tools for the job. Okay. Okay. Grab that. There we go. All right. Nice. Gather this. Oh, right. We've got a lot to do, though. I've got to actually make the iron or gold nuggets as well. That is another thing that's been on my mind. We got to do that. We've got a lot of other things to cover. Man. Well, one thing at a time. We don't need to rush to any, you know, sort of conclusion here. We just got to do one thing at a time and just, we'll be fine. Worry about the things in front of you, basically, is usually the go-to here. Okay, it's gonna take a bit, but yeah, whatever. Alright. Now, if I recall correctly... Yeah, we're gonna have to do it sideways, naturally. But I think I can do it sideways without too much trouble. And in fact, I could probably generate a lot of kinetic power if I do it right. Mind you, I'm going to have to do it really, really fast, and I'm probably going to have to do something to increase the output automatically, rather than use a complex set of wheels and spins and whatnot. But I think I can make it work. I know what needs to be done. Okay, we're almost there. Still got a little bit to go, but that's fine. Alright, our maze pickaxe did suffer some durability loss there, but a small price to pay for the sake of progress, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, well, we'll leave that bit alone for now. It's not like we're in a rush to deal with that. Alright, let's figure out the design here. So, first, let's figure out what we're doing. So, obviously, we want to have the rotational power go this way instead. So, we're going to go 5 this way, I think. So 5 there. As expected. There we go. We don't want it to clog up anything, so we want to make sure it's encased. But we want to leave one spot open for it to go through. That way we have an extension to go through with. So now we close this top bit off. And that gives us 5 for this amount. I think that's good. Okay, get that. There we go. And then we do some slab shenanigans in there. But then we can enclose this off and go from here. Like so. Here we go. Alright. Close this off. There we are. Nice. Okay, so now we've got 2 generators basically just set up out of nowhere. Alright. And that will house 10. So we can get about, I want to say 25 in here. Not including any other generators that we are introducing to this. And mind you, this is only on the side. We could face it the other direction. In fact, I'm half tempted to do so in order to put a bunch of gears on the back. But at the same time, I like the idea of actually putting the gears on the side and having the rotational pull just go from one side to the other. Then again, you could also put it on the side as well, on this side here. That way we have a massive gear chain actually connecting to make a massive power go through. Well, let's see. God. Well, let's see. So, if we were to take our original design, which was, what, a design where we got one water wheel, blocked it off, and another water wheel blocked it off. In the room here, from 5 comparatively, this will take up... Yeah, this will take up a lot more room, wouldn't it? Is this better or is this worse? I don't know. You know what? Let's go with the original design that we were going with. I much like that. Besides, it makes it a lot more easier to manage the, Yes, I know I'm destroying a lot. I know I'm going over and over again on this. And just flip-flopping, but I'm trying to figure out the best design for what we can do. I think it's better if we just go through and we make, like, little, snakes of water that just go across, rather than doing pillars like this. I think overall it's just better for, economic space that we got. Because the 19 by 19 supports that, not so much this design. If we're looking for, like, quick ways to get power, the trick I used before is usually the best. But we're not trying to do that. We're trying to actually make a straight-up power cell. So I think it's honestly better if we just snake it from here. So yeah, we're gonna go back with the original idea. And just go with that. Okay. But yeah, no, that's gonna be the build. Gonna take a bit, but whatever. For the sake of improving everything, it's just overall needed. Okay, go here. Okay, up here. Alright, to here. Okay, here we are. Now, close this off. I guess we could build a, yeah, I guess we could build that up as well, couldn't we? There we go. Okay, from here. There we go, nice. Go all the way over here. Now we go over here, build this up. There we go here. Nice. We go up here. Alright, and now we do this. Okay. Gonna take a bit, but we're almost done this row. Nice, and there we go. Because, yeah, this gets us, like, what? It gets us a 5x5, which is 25. So that's, if we take into account the design, it's quite economically pleasing, I'd say. Yeah, I'd be satisfied with it anyways. Okay, there we go. Now, we just need to make sure we get the water wheels in. Okay. Apologies there. Just cramp in my finger. Nothing too bad, though. Nothing too bad. Alright. Okay, if we go here, there we go. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Nice. We're up to 600 blocks, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to build up to the roof anyway, so... me doing this is just only a tedium part of the job anyways. And mind you, we could just use stone in the middle of this as well, just to separate things. Because it's not like we're gonna see everything here. We're just using this as a sort of building block, aren't we? With that said, we could probably use, like, dark oak as well, because nobody's gonna see all this, right? Well, I guess the viewers will, but... and it might bug you guys, but yeah. No, we're gonna use depth rock tiles just for the sake of it. Why not? We'll make the entire thing depth rock inside. Otherwise, we'll make it look rather nice all the same. We're just gonna keep the design that we've got. Okay. Okay. Go around. There we go. Go here. Alright, and we're down to 418. And now we're at 400. Okay, cool. That is a 6x6 area of blocks. Like, good gravy. Okay, we'll just light this place up a little bit. Just so we can see a little bit here. Oh, whoops. Okay. Come on. Come on. Nope. Okay. That's not gonna work. Okay. Well, we're just gonna quickly dark oak it up. There we go. And we'll just leave that there for now until we are ready with the water. Which we should have buckets of. Yeah, we got 2 buckets right now. But we're going to need a bunch of water wheels, so let's go back into the base real quick. And let's order a bunch of water wheels once we actually get some rest. Alright, let's go up. Catch some Z's, and then we can start making a bunch of slabs, and then making our... And then we start, yeah. Then we just start making the system, yeah. Okay, so to make water wheels, we need large cog wheels and smooth slabs. Large cog wheels are made with birch planks, buttons, and andesite alloys. We do have a ton of andesite alloys. Alright, let's start by making the gears for the water wheels. Okay, buttons have been made. Okay, we don't have the planks for it now. Okay, now we just need 10 of our andesite shafts here. 10, there we go. Okay, we use 10 of these andesite gears then. We take the shafts back, put these in, there we go. Alright, now we've got a ton of large cog wheels. Now we're going to make a ton of water wheels. Okay, we can easily get 2 stacks of water wheels, which is what we're aiming for here. Okay, that's a stack, that's 2 stacks, nice. Oh, wait, that isn't even 2 stacks. Okay, great. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. 2 stacks of water wheels. That's a expensive amount, but it's required for what we're trying to do. So, all in all, a required effort needed. And now we've got to make a ton of water wheels now, so the process is naturally just going to be long. Oh, 1 second. Alright, I am now back. Let's get back into things. Okay. So, as I had said before, we're going to need a lot of water. So, what we're probably going to do is we're going to set up the little... We're going to set up a little area here, specifically. We're going to use this as the basis for every single water wheel we use. And we're going to essentially make an infinite water pool here to start us off. There we go. This is going to help us... It's effectively going to help us here to set up the water wheels to a degree. We are also going to need to... Yeah, we're going to need a bunch of shafts here. This is going to help us extend the entire thing up. But ultimately, it's just going to be water. Then we take a water wheel here. Well, no, we don't want it there specifically. Well, let's get a wrench out. There we go. Take off the axe. Okay. There we go. We want it to rotate there. Okay. So in that case, we put Depthrock here. There we go. That's going to help it rotate. Now, once we put some stone here, that's going to help it rotate. Now, what we do is we take the shaft here, place it on, get a water wheel, place it down on properly. There we go. It's going to rotate the same exact location. Now, if we take the second water bucket, like so, there we go. Now, we place the Depthrock here. It's going to maintain the same rotation, but it's going to have more power involved with it. We just close that off, and we rinse and repeat. We're going to take off the wireless thing here. We're going to take off the pickaxe because we shouldn't need to use it. We'll have the Depthrock here, wires there, buckets there. We'll have the water wheels here. We should need the backpacks for this, so we're just going to put that there, so that way we have the required materials to work. Okay. Now, with that, we just rinse and repeat. Whoops. Get that. Okay, it's rotating the same way. Block here, there we go. And yeah, that's just how the build's gonna work. We just repeat this same design and build upwards. And by the time we get up there, we can start alternating these alternating the design. So that way we have like a little bit of a gap here when we're building up the roof. So that way we can start introducing the connection to all of them, which is going to be a very powered machine. Probably. My hope. But yeah, no, we're going to ultimately design it with the intent to repeat the design that we've got here. And just keep doing it. There we go. Nope. Wrong way. Okay. No, that's not it. Nope. Okay, do I have to... Nope, not like that. Okay, hold on. Let me get the water bucket here. No, it's not supposed to be like that. Seriously? There we go. Now it's facing the right way. For reference, I should just make sure that, yeah, we need it all to rotate the right direction, so... This is going to rotate the right direction. Yep, there we go. Now we just close this up. Like we have been. Put in a rod. Alright, there we go. Now we get the buckets. Alright, there we go. Okay, right shafts here, there we go. Place that there. Place this there. And nope. Right there, there we go. No, it's going the wrong direction again. Pick that up. Yeah, no, you're supposed to be going the right direction here. It's not the right direction. Okay, that's again not the right direction. Alright, there we go. Okay. So you just can't shift when you're doing this one. Okay. Okay, place that there. Get the depth rock circled. Or encircled, rather. Place that there. There we go. Water. Then we do depth rock as we place the shaft down. Is it doing it with the same positioning here? Yes, it is. Okay, so it is working the right way, I think. Worst case, we'll just figure it out as we go along. But no, everything should be rotating as this should, so... We just want the water wheels there. There we go. And yeah, we just keep this recipe going. Okay. Alright, that's 2 then. Now we go for 3. 3 through 3, I should say. Take out the pickaxe. Put the water wheels back. There we go. Alright, so... block there. Water wheel there. Water. Put a shaft in. There we go. Okay. Block here. Water here, but first, water wheel. Now water. Now a shaft. There we go. And place around the blocks. Oh, whoops. There we go. Take the pickaxe off. There we go. And bada bing, bada boom. Now, block here. Water wheel there. Now we go for the water again. Honestly, we should probably just take a bunch of water buckets at this point and just work their magic that way. That would be honestly the best choice here. Let's try it. Let's see. Okay, so we got 3 buckets there. Do we have more in here? No. Do we have any in this bag, maybe? We've got a lava bucket, but no water buckets. Yeah, nope, no bucket. Just a lava bucket. Which we can just put to the side for now, couldn't we? Yeah. Put this for the side for now. There we go. We'll grab a water bucket. Okay, we've got 3 more. Do we have any in our chests? Water buckets? Not there, anyways. Could we actually get a barrel of water? Couldn't we get a barrel of water? can we get... Hold on. Alright, so yeah, no, search up water. Let's see. What can we get here? We can get carbonated water. Sink. This should provide infinite water, should it not? 3 iron, 5 terracotta, water buckets. We should be able to make this to get water, shouldn't we? Although I think that goes for water recipes, not actual water. Okay, is there other ways to get... construction block powder? No. Let's see, a source. Converts honeycombs into RF. Or into resources using RF, okay. The only thing I can think of is making a sink to make a multi-block kitchen. But even then, that's probably a bit scuff, isn't it? Unless we can get, like, an infinite water source somehow. Let's see. Empty amulet, infinite water pearl, we got creative jetpack, creative paste container, creative storage unit, infinite fluid storage. A tank. We've got fluid tanks, we've got creative ones, we've got purple honey tanks. Honey tanks, okay. XP showers and suckers, we got a fluid tank here. Simple fluid tank, that's all. Okay. We've also got an ender tank, which can store water, I would imagine, if we do it right. Okay, hold on. Let's see, fluid tank. It requires glass, iron ingot, and a water bucket, but we could try it. Why not? Okay, it is dark, so we won't get power this way. Let's go up. Let's get some rest so we can get the sun going. Or the solar power going, I should say. Alright, now that it's working, we can now go in and try and make the fluid tank. Simple fluid tank, that's all. I do believe smeltery stuff can store liquid, but it's not a lot. We could try and store an ender tank, but we don't have eternal crystals or the wool types, so we won't be able to adjust that. So let's try the fluid tank first. Yeah, let's try the fluid tank, see how that fares, actually. And we'll see how much this can store. If it can store a lot, then we're good. If not, well, I guess we'll see how much it can actually store. Okay. Now, if we put that there for now... Okay. So, it seems like it can store 8 mega... fluid buckets, I do believe. Now, if I break it... Yeah, I can store it up to 8,000. Okay. Okay, we can make an XP shower. There's liquid XP buckets. Okay, there is no feasible way of breaking this thing. Well, I mean, yeah, it takes no tool here. It just takes a while to actually move or break open. Alright. Breaking it does lose out on the liquid, but we can actually use this as a means to keep water. So we're going to actually make a bunch of these fluid tanks, and we're going to start, I guess, funneling water through them? If we could, I wonder if Silk Touch actually works. Before we go any further, let's check to see if Silk Touch actually picks up the water in it. Okay. Do a water bucket here. Now, we use Silk Touch on the fluid tank. Does it store the the millibucket of water? It doesn't look like it did, but yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. Alright, so we're going to make a bunch of fluid tanks. It's not the most effective means to transporting water, but it will do us for the purposes of this build. We just need at least, I want to say, 8. Yeah, let's get more buckets of water. Hold on. Alright. Over to here. Okay. Can I actually use empty buckets for this? No, I cannot. I need 3 more fluid tanks. So, off we go. Now, I guess technically I could just do a transport method instead of having to do this. But I like doing it this way. Why not? It's a weird way, but it'll do the job. Although, now I think about it, couldn't I just pump this in? Let's see. If I use a fluid valve... Hold on, a fluid loader. What's this? This is a transport, which... It doesn't work for what I'm intending, I don't think. Okay, dummy fluid item, portable fluid interface. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Fluid tanks on moving contraptions cannot be accessed by any pipes. This component can interact with fluid tanks without the need to stop the contraption. Okay. Place a second one with a gap of 1 or 2. Okay. Whenever they pass each other, they will engage, and the stationary interface will represent all tanks on the contraption. Fluids can now be inserted, respectfully, or extracted, if the reverse is provided. Okay. After no contents have been exchanged for a while, the contraption will continue on its way. Okay. Let's see. Can a mechanical pump interact with the world is the question. It doesn't specify. So I'm assuming it doesn't. Fluid valve. Valve pipes help control fluids propagating through the system. If they are shaft input controller, okay. Given rotational force, the valve will open up. Okay. But no, there's actually no transport, it seems. Unless you want to count the fluid loader. I could try the fluid loader. Although that's not going to help. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Yeah, let's just start by setting up the tanks, and we'll just go from there. Six, 7, 8. There we go. Alright. Oh, whoop. Didn't get that. Okay. Okay, didn't get that. You know what? There's an easier way to go about this. Place that there. There we go. I said that's an easier way to get up. Jeez. Okay, we just pump all these in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we go down. All right. Three and 4. Two, 3, 4. There we go. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, this is gonna be a long process of just placing water and going through. So I apologize if it's gonna take a while, but that's just how this contraption requires things. Okay. Alright, now for you. Okay. There we are. Now for you. All right. Now we go over to here. All right. Well, at least we're getting into the methodical means of actually getting it through now. Okay, from here. Now we place into there. Okay. All right. There we go. Now this should be the last one. Shouldn't be too hard, all things considering. Alright, last bit. Should only need 4 buckets for this. And now we just collect the last 4 here, and then we should be able to just make use of this by building up now. Shouldn't be too hard. It's quite literally just water bucket. Let's take off the pickaxes, because we need the water wheel now. Okay, we need this and this. Okay, we build this up, like so. Build that, there we go. It's all rotating the same direction, which is good. Saves us a trouble. Oh, right, we need to put that there. Put this here. There we go. Get the blocks ready. Okay. Compass the area now. Okay. Take this. Take that. Alright. There we go. Alright, one more water. Place that there. Place this here. Alright. One ladder up. And, well, one block up. And we enclose this. There we go. It's rotating all the right direction, I do believe. Yep. Now let's get all the buckets. Alright, that's 4 buckets. Alright. Now we enclose this. Nice. Waterwheel. Block. Take this off, take this on. There we go. There we go. Now we enclose this again. It's going to be a bit repetitive, but it needs to be done, unfortunately. Okay, we'll just do this. There we go. Close that. There we go. Done and done. It's all rotating right. Okay. Take that. There we go. Alright. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Waterwheel. Depthrock. Alright, water. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. There we go. Block there. Now water. Block. Now enclose this area. Like so. Alright, we're getting some progress done now. Good. Quite content with that now. Okay. Okay, let's keep going, I guess. We are going to need to build one block up, so I should probably do that real quick. While I got the chance. I'll probably just leave it bare open while I'm at it, so... yeah, let's do it. There we go. Close this off, there we go. Okay, nice. Alright, there we go. We'll start with this one then. Okay. No, that's not what we want. Okay, so quickly just dismantle that one. Take this off. There we go. Place that there. Place this there. Alright. That way we can just start doing 4s instead. Depthrock. Water. Okay. Depthrock. Waterwheel. Water. Here's another. Waterwheel. Depthrock. Water. We want to keep to this design, basically. That's all it comes down to. But otherwise, we can easily just bucket out the rest, and we should be fine. Okay. There we go. Waterwheel. Alright, and close this. There we go. Here we are. Now we close this. Whoop. There we go. Okay, now we do Waterwheel again. That's 3. Okay. Alright. Apparently, I forgot one more. Alright. That's fine. Let's see. I guess we focus on this one. Let's take him there. Alright. We do this. Then we just enclose that. There we go. And that will increase the force of this water wheel again. Only adding to the power as we keep stacking these things. Well, regardless, that is the intent of doing all this, so... YOLO, I guess. Alright, let's encapsulate these bits here. Because we kind of need to. Okay, we're gonna put some torches down. Mainly to light up the middle here. Alright. Light up the middle here, there we go. So that way mobs are gonna be less likely to spawn here. Okay, turn that off. There we go. And almost done. I guess I could just set up the design immediately, couldn't I? Now I think about it. There is nothing stopping me from doing so. Yeah, now what I could do is I could set up the design of the Depthrock without actually too much hassle now I think about it, because I'm always going to be putting Depthrock on this tile, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's take this off, put in the pickaxe, there we go. Alright. Yeah, no, we just keep doing this. We'll do it for this 4, I guess, for now. And then we'll do the rest later. But yeah, no, we take the buckets here. Take all 4. Alright. Okay, water. Okay, water wheel's done. Nice. Okay, take that off. Now we get the Depthrock here. Okay. Oh, whoops. Ah, jeez. Take that. Put the Depthrock back. There we go. Now we surround ourselves. Alright. Water wheel. Water. Depthrock around. Okay. Shaft. Water wheel. Water. And Depthrock. Okay. And water wheel, and finally water. There we go. Nice. And we could just do them in 4s. Why not? Okay. Okay, we'll get those 4. For now, we do Waterwheel. Water. Alright, Depthrock. Shaft. Waterwheel. Water. Depthrock. Shaft. Waterwheel. Water. Depthrock. And shaft. And then we'll do another Waterwheel there. Then we do water. There we go. It's not complete, mind you, but we did run out of Depthrock, so it makes sense that we'd run out. So let's quickly go over here, and let's quickly go get our supplies. I'm actually kind of surprised I ran out of room. Okay, hold on. Let's put this out. There we go. Let's take this Depthrock. Do we have any excess? We should. Yes, we do. Okay, thank goodness. I was worried there for a sec. We don't need the slabs, so we'll put those away. We'll put the gears away, because we don't need those just yet. Put the spiderway away. We are definitely going to need to use some of these shafts here, so we'll just do this. There we go, 44. We don't need an excess shovel, so we'll put that away for now. There we go. Bunch of Depthrock. There we go. Now we'll convert the rest as we go. I guess I'll organize. Give me a sec. Let's do this. Yeah, we keep the Depthrock tile there, but we keep it as tiles, not as Depthrock. There we go. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, we're going to be using a lot of this Depthrock, I feel. Oh, God. Well, whatever. That's the fate of choosing a specific tile, isn't it? Ah, well. At least it'll look nice. At least I think it will. Well, worst case, we're not seeing it, so... Yeah, we're not exactly going to be seeing this constantly, so it's fine. Okay, we won't be able to jump there, but we can use some Depthrock to actually get up. So if we do this... So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Then we can jump up to here. Nice. Alright, we will do a quick positioning thing here. There we go. Close that off. Oh, right, we need to actually... Hold on. Let's make some quick room here. There we go. That should be enough room for what we're trying to do here. Alright, that's 5 millibuckets. There we go. Alright, that's 1. Okay, now we can close this with the brick. There we are. Waterwheel, water, close, shaft, water. Oh, let's hold off on the water first. There we go. Now Waterwheel. Now we do water. Then in case. Okay, shaft, Waterwheel, water, done. Okay, from here we get more water. Let's see. Okay, none in there. Now we get those. There we go. I guess we go deal with this. Wrong way. Okay, there we go. Right way. I'm kind of glad I don't actually rotate. Yeah. Oh, you love powdered snow. That's good to know, aqueducts. Okay. As long as you enjoy that sort of style. Okay, there we go. Put that there. Nice. Okay, there we go. Shafts. And water wheel. Put that there. Close. Shaft. Water wheel. And water. Done and done. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now if we do more here. Alright. Okay, that's another 4. We can start building up the lines here, I do believe, without too much hassle. Yeah, we just need to build it up, I guess. Okay. All right. Okay, from there, we go over to here. Done. Okay, from here, I guess we just do all of these. There's no harm in it, right? But we just basically do a copy pasta here, essentially. Yeah, we just make this design basically commonplace. It's going to be repetitive, so there may come a point in stream where I just... Well, I guess I could just end it, but kind of feels scummy leaving you guys out on what I'm doing. It's really just going to be a lot of this, so it's really just going to be repetitive, I think. Nah, I should probably keep going. It's not like I can edit this, after all. Well, I'm gonna have to, regardless, but... That's, for next stream problems, I guess. Whatever. It's no big deal. Okay, there's one. Alright. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, water wheel. Okay. Staff, water wheel, there we go. Boop. And there we go. Shaft, and finally water wheel. Okay. Now from here, get that, and I guess we move on to the next one. Yep. Go to here. Okay. Water wheel, there we go. And we build like so. Shaft, water wheel. Whoop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shaft, water wheel. There we go. Done. Alright, that's another row set. And I guess we just keep going until we're finished. Alright, cool. Okay. That goes there. And it's just basically going to be a rinse and repeat until we're done. Going to be tedious all the same, but hey, whatever. I guess what I could do before I focus on everything else is just literally build one to the top to start with. And then I can make it a point to finish the rest later on. That's if you guys want me to do that, but I guess, yeah, I guess I was being a bit too ambitious here, but it's fine. Yeah. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do a short, small stick of essentially what I'm doing here. And just build it up from there and just connect it, I guess. But then again, we still got like an hour or so, so it's not like I'm in a rush, so. We'll just go from it as we go. Okay, we'll place that there, there we go. Water goes there. Now for the tanks. Let's see. Okay, that's all the water there. Okay, that's 3 rows sorted. Well, technically sorted, 3 rows. We still got this. I guess what I can do is, I can start building these in, like, in a weird way, couldn't I? It's not like I'm in a heavy rush to deal with this. Besides, I can put the tanks on top, couldn't I? Whatever. It's no big deal. Okay. I guess we'll go move on to this side here. Yeah, this seems nice. Okay, there we go. There we go. Put that away, there we go. Okay. Alright, that's another, and here comes the next. Okay, Waterwheel, there we go. Done and done. Okay, now for the next, as we go. Yeah, this is gonna be a common theme here, I think. Well, whatever. As long as we make a ton of power, we should be fine. Okay, there we go. Here we are. Shaft, water wheel. There we go. And one more, just for good measure. Okay, shaft and water wheel. Okay, we gather the water here. Now we go for this one. Okay, water. Water buckets. Okay, shaft, water wheel, water buckets. Close this. There we are. Shaft, water wheel, water bucket. There we go. Alright, we are one bucket extra, I do believe, in design. But we should be fine. There we are. Shaft, water wheel, and blocks. Shaft, water wheel, block. Okay. Shaft, water wheel. There we are, done. Okay, what do we got here? We've got... Alright, 1 millibucket left. Okay, this is going to be the last one we can probably do here. But hey, we'll try. We'll try to get everything we can. Okay, shaft, water wheel. Okay. Shaft, water wheel. There we are. And there we go. Done. Okay, now all we gotta do is we've just literally got to take this and get 3 buckets here. Done. Okay, so we can only get about 5, so we just need to take out the rest. Yeah, it's not going to break any faster if we use haste, so we're just going to use our fist here. We should only need 3 for what we're trying to do here. Or, not even that, we just need 2 and 4 full buckets, so... As long as we do that, we'll be fine. So we'll take everything except for 2 of these fluid tanks. And then we'll find a good spot for them. Wait, what happened to the 3rd? What? Oh, it's there. There it is. We'll grab that, then break the others. We're gonna need to do the tank here anyway, so... Ah, maybe that's why we've got an extra bucket, actually. We forgot to actually fill this one. That would explain a lot, actually. Okay, we'll just do this. Alright, that's 6. That's not what we want. We're gonna take that. There we go. Water wheel it up. There we go. Get a single bucket. Oh. There we go. Alright, now we just put the buckets away here. There we go. Now let's see. We'll just start putting them away. And there we go. We'll get the last 2. Okay. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4. There we go. 2, 3, and 4. Now we just get this last tidbit with here. We should be good. Okay. Now we should be able to finish at least this row, and that's probably where we're going to call it. Because I'm getting a bit hungry because dinner is waiting for me for a number of reasons, but yeah, no, I'll finish these 5 rows and then I'll wrap it up, and by next stream, I'll probably just have all of this erected up, because it's going to be the same design as I've shown on stream for, like, the past 50 or I think 100 times at least? Well, at least the past bunch of times, I should say. So there's going to be no ultimate change here, it's just going to be the same goddamn design, so yeah. It's just going to be a repeat of this, essentially, so you're not going to be missing much, I would assume. Plus, we're also going to need more Depthrock, I feel. So that is also going to be something I'm gonna grind off camera, I feel. So once I'm finished here, we'll probably wrap it up. Besides, I doubt people are gonna be too interested in just watching all this go down. But I mean, hey, you guys will get to see the end results of what happens, I would imagine. Because I intend to make this, you know, something I work on, like, over the course of the few days I'm around. What am I doing? I can grab from there. What? I'm being dumb. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Close this. Shaft, water wheel, water bucket. There we go. Close these. All right. Now we go for this one. Shaft, water wheel. Water wheel. Whoop. Alright, now we grab this. That's 4. Okay. Water wheel. Water buckets. Alright, almost done with the design there. Oh, whoops. We need a wrench here. There we go. Okay. Right, water wheel. We want to do water wheel. Yeah, we need to keep the repetition going. Okay, so shaft, then water wheel, then the system. Okay, shaft, water wheel, water buckets. Now we get the last set of water from this. There we go. Now we go to the last one here. Water. Okay, shaft, water wheel, water. Okay. Shaft, water wheel, water buckets. Tiles across. And I guess we need to get at least 8 more here from the andesite here. There we go. 8 more shafts. There we go. And 1 water bucket just to prepare. Shaft, water wheel, bucket. Alright. For the most part, that is just the recipes done. We will need to break this fluid tank here, though. Just real quick here. So we're going to quickly break that. We're going to set in the proper tool. Okay, we need to put in the block here. Now we take this fluid tank. And I guess we could just build it straight up. There's no harm in doing so. I mean, I can. You know what? Just to see how this machine works, we might as well just go as high as we possibly can. Do I? Yeah, might as well. Bugger it. Okay, we're gonna make a... I guess we could just stack it up, like in stairs. Stair form. Because we're gonna have to build it up anyways, so... Yeah, we'll do 2 stacks here, so... First, let's organize this. So we're gonna put the tanks here. There we go. Now we're gonna need an actual water... infinite water source to make it easier for us. I think the easiest way of a water source would actually be here. Okay. Let's take these off while I'm doing the water bucket stuff. That way we can easily fill them. Alright. Okay. Okay, 4. Now for the last one here. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Alright. Man, we're getting some real... Yeah, we're getting some major water here. Nice. Okay. And last one. We just need to set it up properly. There we go. And we got one more set. And all we gotta do now is just enclose this area, put the water buckets away. Okay, apparently it broke. That's not good. Alright, let's get the... Yeah, water wheel there. Okay, let's go up now. Alright, so we want water wheels and shafts. Okay, so let's start with the water wheel here. Okay, water wheel, shaft. Water wheel, shaft. Water wheel, shaft. And then finalize by getting rid of that. There we go. And we'll do a... Well, actually, let's close that off for a sec. And do a water wheel here. There we go. There we are. Nice. That should provide plenty of water and shafts that we need. Okay. Do I want to go over this? I'll at least fill up the water here. Because why not? Well, actually, no. No need. Never mind. We'll just stick with what we got here. We got a ton of water anyway, so there's no harm in it. Besides, it's all going to be rotating the same dang direction anyways, so... Yeah, no need to go and cause a ruckus here. Well, I guess we're going to need to torch this up, so we'll do that there. There we go. I guess I got to keep going, at least for a little bit. Okay, so we want to go up 4, I think. We'll go up 3 to start with. Yeah, we want to go up 4 specifically. That'll allow us to still jump up without too much trouble. Then we can jump up here as well, so... Oh, whoops. Not what we wanted, but okay. Got that. Alright, here we go. There we go. That's another row. Get 3 here. 4. And I guess we're going to be building up from this one, I guess. But we're going to start off here, I guess. Oh, whoops. Grab that. Okay, from here. There we are. Now we go to here. Bring out the torch there. There we go. Well, at least we can do this. There we go. Cool. Done and done. Now we just gotta build this up, really. But that's gonna take a while, because obviously we have to set things up. But hey, we're gonna be building it all the way up, so it's not a big deal. But no, we're going to be saving that for later. Well, honestly, I might just do it off camera, because this is going to take a lot of progress, or a lot of tedium out of the whole equation, so... This is going to be a powerful generator, it's just going to take time to build. Although, I guess I can begin it next stream. Yeah, no, let's do next stream. Bugger it. We'll make this a part 1 for YouTube as well. Bugger it. No, I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, no. For this stream, we managed to do a few things here and there, just some organizational stuff. And we started prep work on building the entirety of our power generator, which is going to be excessively huge. Going by the amount of blocks, we should have at least... Well, if we're going by calculations correctly, we're aiming for about... I'd say half of, like... Well, we're going 19, so 20... Then that's another 19, and then maybe a 20 there. Maybe. So that's like 40 blocks worth, so that's 20 times 25 worth of water wheels. Yeah, we're gonna have 500 water wheels worth of power going through one singular dynamo. At least if my calculations are correct. Which they most certainly probably are. Which is a scary thing to think about when you're thinking, like, this is going to be powering one dynamo that's designed to just output power. Mind you, it does work off rotational power, so we can't go too fast with it. However, that said, it doesn't mean we can't just do multiple trips with it until it, you know, stresses out. But we'll see, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of power pulled from this, but I'm going to wrap it up here. I digress. For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification when you see more stuff. I stream daily, so if you want to catch my streams, you catch me 3 to 7, MST time. If you want to catch my streams, the best way to do so is search me up at FYMupon at twitch.tv. You can check the About section of my YouTube channel, or my YouTube channel in general. Or, you can check the link down below in the video description of the video you're currently watching. In this case, it'd be Go Create the Goblin Baker stream. If you want to find my Twitch and Twitter, that's on my YouTube channel, but if you want to get into the... No, if you want to get to my... Yeah, if you want to get to my Twitch and Twitter, you can go to the YouTube channel, and it should direct you to my Twitch and Twitter respectively. Or, if you want to get into the Discord, just come on stream and notify the mods that you want a link. They'll give it to you, and you can come on and come chat. For those who are on Twitch, or those of you from YouTube come for Twitch, welcome. Your support is always appreciated. The more support I receive, the more content I can give you guys. Once I hit 3 concurrent viewers, I should be able to reach affiliate status, which will allow me to give you guys some more content. This can range from using bits, using your Twitch Prime, and all that jazz. But it really just depends on you guys whether you want to do it or not. I really do appreciate it if you do come in, as it will dictate the future of my channel. To some extent, I should say. But I really do need the support right now. But, again, I'm not going to enforce it. Just know that it's an option that you guys can do. But yeah. For those of you on Twitch who want to get to YouTube, the best way to do so is using the YouTube search bar and search up FYMupon at twitch.tv, or search up FYMupon. You can scroll down for the Twitch stream, and you should be able to see a YouTube photo. Click that photo, it'll direct you to my YouTube channel. Or, if you want, you can check the VOD, or the VOD, if you're watching for the VOD section, you can check the VOD description, and there should be a link down below in the description, a link or two, rather. And you should be able to copy and paste that into your browser, and it should direct you to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch my older content, best way to do so is on YouTube. It has everything since day one, so if you're looking for something specific, such as the Go Create Goblin series, that is the best way to do so. If you want to see my new stuff, everything's on Twitch. I stream every day, excluding Sundays, at 3 to 7 Mountain Standard Time. So if you're looking for when I specifically stream, that's the best way to do so. If not, you can usually find me streaming when I if you turn on follower notifications. But that's all up to you guys. I digress. Yeah, no, if you want to see the 6 newest streams, the best way to do so is to check me up on Twitch. Oh, yeah, no. If you want to see my new content, the best way to do so is on Twitch. Completely guffed the bone there. But no, the best way you can do so is check me out at Twitch for the newest content. I have 6 days worth of content specifically, so take your pick at your leisure. But I digress. I really do appreciate you guys coming on stream and, you know, coming in, chatting, or just following or providing your support. It really does help, and I really do appreciate every little bit of it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Hopefully with an entire battery complete. Either that, or I'll leave it for next stream. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. But anyways, I'll wrap it up here. I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone. And have a good day.